Well, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We are 97% of the way to our 500th sub. Once I see that we have passed that mark, we will close the vote and make our purchase. $500 of whichever stock you guys vote for. So this is the big mamma jamma. We're essentially doubling the YouTube portfolio on this purchase. There are 4 choices. It was tough picking which ones made the cut on this, but because there were a lot of different suggestions in the comments. But I'll go through them briefly right now. So first up, we have our first nominee, which is Dow Inc. This has actually been suggested since the very first poll by one of our longtime subscribers. And so he has suggested it once again. And so since it's appeared on several of the previous polls and has been nominated again, I decided that it should make the cut this time as well. Now, this is a chemical company that they make all kinds of different like adhesives and such. They basically, you don't think of them much in your day-to-day life, but the fact is you probably encounter some product along the way that used their chemicals in its production or something along those lines. They kind of quietly impact our day-to-day lives in the background without us even realizing it. They pay a stout dividend yield, have a modest price to earnings ratio of only around 12, and definitely fit the bill for what we're going for with this YouTube dividend portfolio. Next up, we have Stellantis. So Stellantis is a multinational automotive manufacturing corporation. They were formed in 2021 on the basis of a 50-50 cross-border merger between the Italian-American conglomerate Fiat Chrysler and the French PSA Group. The company is headquartered in Amsterdam. I personally had never heard of this particular company. Wasn't aware of any of that, even though they have a market cap of nearly 50 billion euro, which makes them a pretty big deal. And granted, I just want to state, things like dividend sometimes don't show up correctly for foreign stocks on Google, but I have been assured that they do, in fact, pay a pretty hefty dividend, and their market cap definitely qualifies them for this portfolio. So they were commented and seconded on my most recent video asking for suggestions. So this definitely makes the cut in all the ways that matter. And so it also happens to be in the lead, but we're only at 7 votes so far. But definitely curious to see if this one ends up winning. Third, we have Jackson Financial Inc., ticker JXN. So this one is an annuity company. They sell annuities to people that want basically guaranteed income for either a specified period of time or for life. And they take that upfront money that they get for those annuities. They make certain investments. Now, they pay the annuities from revenue they generate from those investments, but generally speaking, they do better on their investments than what they have to pay out on the annuities, and therefore they use that to turn a profit. Now, my understanding of it is that GAAP accounting rules don't really accurately measure a business like this, but I have been told by people who know a little bit better that this is a relatively proven and stable business model, and they do pay a pretty bullish dividend here. The market cap fits the bill. They made it on the last poll and were suggested again, so they make the cut this time as well, and we shall see. Next up, we have probably the best well-known of all of the companies suggested this time around. This is Nintendo. Now, the reason Nintendo made the cut this time is not only due to the fact that they do in fact pay a dividend. Now, once again, this is a foreign company, and that stuff doesn't always reflect accurately on here, but they do. This is a Japanese company. They are known for a little console called the Nintendo. At least that's what it's called over here. Super Nintendo was my friend's console of choice, my best friend in the neighborhood. And I had the Sega Genesis, so if we wanted to play Mario, we'd hang out at his house. If we wanted to play Sonic the Hedgehog, we'd hang out at my house. It was a good deal. Now, this one is one of the most widely discussed in Discord. So it got recommended in the comments here, but also gets a lot of play in our Discord, which link will be in the description below on that, by the way. So wanted to give a little bit of love to the people who, make an effort to participate in Discord. So this one also made the cut. Now, which one of these stocks, which are all very different, by the way, companies, which one gets bought is going to be entirely up to you, the viewer. They all fit our criteria and all received a pretty high level of enthusiasm from the audience. So make your pick, look at the companies, decide which one you think, basically choose which one you would buy if you were investing $500 of your own money. Treat my money like your money, okay? Now, one last thing. The YouTube portfolio is powered by M1 Finance, okay? Now, I like it because it has this concept of pies, which lets you sort of choose the weight of different investments. You can automatically set it to rebalance, reinvest, etc. It's pretty nifty, and it's made for long-term buy and hold type investors. You can almost sort of build your own ETF, and I find that very fascinating. I will link my referral link to M1 Finance in the not in the comments, in the description below. If you were already thinking about trying M1 Finance, I encourage you to sign up with that. If you were to fund your account $5,000 within the first 30 days, you would receive a free $100. I'd receive a free $100. That's an easy 2% return that you didn't have to take any risk to achieve. So definitely encourage you to check it out if you were already planning on doing so. Follow my link, help me out. Another thing I want to just quickly announce before the end of the video, also like and subscribe, but I'm actually going to be on Twitch soon, and I will link this Twitch profile in the description below as well. Twitch is made specifically for a more live interactive type experience than YouTube. I will still do probably a weekly go live on YouTube, but I'll probably also do one on Twitch as well. And any live streams I do on Twitch will be uploaded at a later date, assuming nothing goes wrong with the with downloading the file and etc. Assuming it doesn't get deleted or something. But yeah, that's the plan with that. Definitely encourage you to give it a follow if you already have Twitch. If you don't, consider getting an account in order to follow me. I know that that's a bit of an ask, but it definitely would be appreciated. It's to help build a community and bring in community members from a different platform. Channels come and go, but communities last the test of time, and that's what we're building here, is a community. So that's all I got for you today, everybody. Take it easy. Have a wonderful afternoon. I actually resume work today after a long holiday weekend, so that's going to be just so much fun. Take it easy, everyone. Cheers.